Welcome back to the channel. I don't know what time of day you're watching this. Maybe it's early morning, or maybe you've just wrapped up a long day, but either way, I'm really glad to have you here with me. If you're over 60, chances are you've been told that taking a morning walk is a great way to stay healthy. And sure, that advice makes sense on paper. But the truth is, it doesn't always feel that simple. Some days just walking around the yard leaves your knees aching, you're breathing heavier, and you end up feeling drained for the rest of the day. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means your body is changing, and it needs a different kind of care, one that's better suited for this stage of life. These days, more and more studies are showing that after a certain age, simple, gentle exercises done at home can actually be safer and more effective than long power walks. In today's video, I'll be sharing 6 easy movements that you can do right in the comfort of your own room. These exercises are designed to help you stay steady on your feet, ease joint pain, support your memory, and give you more balanced energy throughout the day. But before we get started, I have a small invitation for you. If you feel up to it, drop a quick comment and let me know where you're watching from and what time it is where you are. Just a few words could be the start of a meaningful connection. And if you find this content helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do my best to share simple, down-to-earth ideas you can use right away, because I believe that sometimes just one small change a day can make a big difference in the long run. Once you're past 60, there will be days when just getting up from your chair and walking to the door feels like a workout. The light steps you once took with ease now come slower, and sometimes there's a dull ache in your ankles, especially after you've been sitting for a while or when the evening chill sets in. But this doesn't mean you're getting weaker. It's simply your body's way of saying, it's time to adjust how you care for yourself, starting with the smallest things. And here's a gentle place to start. A simple exercise you can do while sipping your morning coffee or watching the news. I call it the invisible step. No equipment needed. No need to stand up. But it can make a real difference in how your legs feel and how your blood flows. Here's how to do it. Sit up straight in your chair with both feet flat on the floor. Gently lift your heels while keeping your toes on the ground. Then lower them back down. Next, raise your toes while keeping your heels down. Repeat this pattern heel, toe, for about 3 to 5 minutes or longer if you're comfortable. This simple move activates the calf muscles, often called your second heart, because they help pump blood from your legs back up toward your heart, fighting the pull of gravity when you're sitting for long periods. Better circulation doesn't just ease the heavy feeling in your legs. It also helps bring more oxygen-rich blood to your brain, keeping you sharper and more alert. Many older adults say they feel less lightheaded when standing up, have fewer pins and needles in their feet, and even sleep better at night after making this little movement a daily habit. All it takes is a few minutes while reading the paper, waiting for lunch, or just enjoying the view from your window. And if you're wondering whether it really works, Charles, 72, from Arizona, once shared that since doing this move every morning with his coffee, his legs feel more flexible and hurt less when climbing stairs. Not sure if it's the coffee waking me up, he laughed, or my legs finally deciding to cooperate. So why not try it right now, just for 30 seconds? If you start to feel a little warmth in your calves, that's a good sign. And if you've given it a go, leave a 1 in the comments, just a little way of saying, I've started. Have you ever noticed? Sometimes just getting out of bed can leave you feeling a little unsteady, or you find yourself slowing down a bit as you walk down a few steps, just to make sure you don't lose your balance. Our ability to stay balanced changes over time, and this is something many people start to feel after 60. The tricky part is, most of us don't realize it until we notice that it's getting easier to slip, stumble, or hesitate with each step. But here's the good news. You can start improving your balance with something as simple as your daily routine, like brushing your teeth. Yes, it's really that simple. While brushing your teeth, try lifting one foot off the floor and balancing on the other. Hold that position for about 10 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. If you're just starting out, it's totally fine to rest your hand lightly on the sink for support. That's it. It may sound easy, but this is actually a well-recommended exercise, not only for better stability, but also for sharper focus. When you balance on one foot, the muscles around your ankles, knees, and lower core get activated. These are key areas that help your body stay steady. And because you're doing two things at once, brushing your teeth and balancing, your brain gets a little workout too. Think of it as a way to train your reflexes without having to take any tests. Experts call it a dual-task exercise. But don't worry about the fancy name. What matters is that it helps you react quicker, walk more confidently, and avoid unexpected falls. Robert, 69, from Colorado, once thought this exercise sounded a bit odd. But after a few weeks of doing it every morning, he realized he felt steadier when walking and didn't need to grab the handrail when going down the stairs anymore. Now I feel a lot more confident in my body. Each step feels solid and I no longer have that numb feeling in my legs, he shared. What I love about this exercise is that it's simple. No gear, no setup. And if you feel a little wobbly at first, that's okay. Your body will adjust as long as you stick with it. Like all good things, results take time, but stay consistent and you'll start to notice the change. So tonight, when you're standing at the sink, give it a try. Just lift one foot for a few seconds. A few seconds a day can go a long way in helping you feel more grounded physically and mentally. And if you try it, drop a 2 in the comments. It's our little way of saying, I'm doing this too. One steady step at a time, because after 70, it's not just about balance. It's about staying in charge of your life. As we get older, standing up from a seated position isn't always as easy as it used to be. But that doesn't mean you're losing mobility. It just means your thighs and knees could use a little extra support. And the good news, you can give them that support with a simple, gentle exercise right from the chair you sit in every day. Here's how to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands across your chest or let them rest naturally at your sides. Press through your feet and thighs to slowly rise to a standing position, keeping your back straight. Then gently sit back down. Repeat this movement 2 or 3 times or more if it feels comfortable. This motion may seem simple, and it is, but it directly activates the large muscles in your lower body, especially your thighs and glutes. These muscle groups are key to helping you stay steady on your feet, walk with confidence, and most importantly, prevent falls. When your body isn't as flexible as it used to be, exercises like this can help you regain a sense of control without any special equipment, without leaving the house, and without interrupting your daily routine. Linda, 68, from Wisconsin, shared that she started doing this movement every afternoon after her tea. At first, I just stood up and sat down a few times, a little slow. But after a week, I didn't need to hold onto the armrest anymore, she said. What's great about this exercise is that it doesn't even feel like working out in the traditional sense. It feels more like gently rebuilding your stability in a way that respects where your body is right now. From a health perspective, using your own body weight like this has been shown to strengthen your thigh muscles, improve joint flexibility, support healthy circulation, and most importantly, help you stand up and sit down more confidently and safely. Above all, it helps you maintain something truly valuable as we age, a sense of independence. So next time you get up from the dinner table, the couch, or the chair by the window, try slowing down just a bit. Pay attention to the movement. Feel your legs doing the work. And if you've tried this today, even just once, leave a number 3 in the comments. It's a small way for us to encourage each other in this community. Because sometimes, simply choosing to stand up with intention is already a powerful step toward living well. Have you ever felt tightness in your shoulders without knowing why? It's not exactly pain, but every time you reach up to a shelf or hold something a little too long, there's that familiar discomfort. Maybe you've felt it so often that it just seems normal now. But the truth is, that tension is your body's way of signaling that your shoulders and upper back are under strain. Not just from aging, but also from long periods of sitting, a lack of movement, or even low-level stress we often overlook. The good news: you don't need anything complicated to start feeling better. Just a towel, a chair, and a few quiet minutes a day. This exercise is called the towel shoulder roll. It's simple, gentle, and surprisingly effective, especially in the morning or before bed. Here's how to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair. Take a small towel and hold each end, bringing it behind your back. Slowly roll your shoulders back, gently lifting your chest as you do. Inhale through your nose as you lift your shoulders. Exhale through your mouth as you release and relax. Repeat this movement 5 to 10 times, depending on how you feel. This motion helps stretch the muscles around your shoulders and upper back, areas that often tighten up after years of working at a desk, watching TV, or using a phone. It also helps open up your chest, improve your breathing rhythm, and reduce stiffness in the neck and shoulders. You may not notice a huge change right away, but if you stick with it daily, you'll likely find that your posture improves, your breathing deepens, and your body feels just a little lighter. Richard, 71, from Oregon, shared that he used to feel like his shoulders were constantly being pulled downward, especially by the end of the day. Now I do this every morning. Just a few minutes, but I breathe easier. My neck's not as stiff, and I sit up straighter without even trying, he said. What I love about this exercise is how simple it is. You don't need a yoga mat, workout clothes, or extra space. Just your regular towel and a bit of quiet time. When you open up your shoulders and breathe more deeply, you create space in your body for ease, and sometimes, that's all it takes to feel better for the rest of the day. So if your shoulders feel a little tight today, or if you're just looking for a gentle way to start your morning, give this a try. And if you've done it, leave a number 4 in the comments below. It's our small way of saying, I'm taking care of myself in my own way. Because comfort doesn't always come from big changes. Sometimes, all it takes is a towel and a few deep breaths, and you're already on your way to a better day. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a conversation and suddenly forgot a familiar name, or walked into a room and couldn't remember why you went there? This happens to a lot of people after the age of 65. And while it's usually nothing serious, it can still leave you feeling a bit confused or frustrated. Some folks quietly start to worry, wondering if their memory is slipping. But here's something important to remember. You're not alone, and you're definitely not broken. In fact, there are simple things you can do to help your mind stay sharp and engaged each day. One of the easiest and honestly kind of fun is something called the nose tap exercise. It's not complicated. It doesn't require strength, but it's surprisingly effective at activating the brain, improving coordination, and helping you stay mentally alert. Here's how to do it. Sit comfortably in a chair. Extend your right arm out to the side. Use your left index finger to gently tap the tip of your nose. Take a full breath in and out. Now switch. Extend your left arm and tap your nose with your right index finger. Repeat a few times on each side. There's no need to rush. In fact, the slower the better. Sounds simple, right? But while you're doing this, your brain, eyes, and hands are working together. This type of cross-lateral movement helps connect the two hemispheres of the brain. The result: better focus, quicker reflexes, and sharper memory for daily tasks. Of course, this exercise isn't a replacement for medication or medical treatment, but it is a small, easy step you can take to keep your mind awake and engaged in the years ahead. Robert, 72, from Arizona, once joked, "I'm not sure it's made me smarter, but every morning after doing it, my head feels clearer, like someone just cleaned my glasses." No brain games, no tablets. Just a little movement, a steady breath, and a few quiet minutes. If you're looking for a simple way to care for your memory, try this exercise in the morning or anytime your mind feels a little foggy. It doesn't take much time, but it just might help you feel more focused, more in control, and more at ease with your day. And if you've tried it today, drop a number 5 in the comments. It's a small signal that says, we still have so much we can do, even the little things, to keep our minds clear and our spirits light. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a conversation and suddenly forgot a familiar name, or walked into a room and couldn't remember why you went there? This happens to a lot of people after the age of 65. And while it's usually nothing serious, it can still leave you feeling a bit confused or frustrated. Some folks quietly start to worry, wondering if their memory is slipping. But here's something important to remember. You're not alone, and you're definitely not broken. In fact, there are simple things you can do to help your mind stay sharp and engaged each day. One of the easiest and honestly kind of fun is something called the nose tap exercise. It's not complicated. It doesn't require strength, but it's surprisingly effective at activating the brain, improving coordination, and helping you stay mentally alert. Here's how to do it. Sit comfortably in a chair. Extend your right arm out to the side. Use your left index finger to gently tap the tip of your nose. Take a full breath in and out. Now switch. Extend your left arm and tap your nose with your right index finger. Repeat a few times on each side. There's no need to rush. In fact, the slower the better. Sounds simple, right? But while you're doing this, your brain, eyes, and hands are working together. This type of cross-lateral movement helps connect the two hemispheres of the brain. The result? Better focus, quicker reflexes, and sharper memory for daily tasks. Of course, this exercise isn't a replacement for medication or medical treatment, but it is a small, easy step you can take to keep your mind awake and engaged in the years ahead. Robert, 72, from Arizona, once joked, "I'm not sure it's made me smarter, but every morning after doing it, my head feels clearer, like someone just cleaned my glasses." No brain games, no tablets. Just a little movement, a steady breath, and a few quiet minutes. If you're looking for a simple way to care for your memory, try this exercise in the morning or anytime your mind feels a little foggy. It doesn't take much time, but it just might help you feel more focused, more in control, and more at ease with your day. And if you've tried it today, drop a number 5 in the comments. It's a small signal that says, we still have so much we can do, even the little things, to keep our minds clear and our spirits light. We've just gone through 6 simple exercises together. No fancy equipment, no trips to the gym. You didn't even have to leave the comfort of your own room. Each movement you did today served a clear purpose: to help your body feel more awake, your mind feel lighter, and your day begin with greater ease. As we age, sometimes just getting out of bed without pain or dizziness feels like an accomplishment worth celebrating. These exercises don't promise miracles, but they do help you stay in control, stay calm, and keep that quiet sense of confidence that your life is still yours to shape, in a way that feels right, manageable, and steady. If you tried any of the exercises in this video, feel free to leave the number of the one you did in the comments. That simple act isn't just feedback for this channel, it's a message to others watching that says, I'm giving it a try too, and you're not alone. And if you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to share it with someone you care about, a friend, a family member, or anyone who might be looking for a gentle way to feel a little stronger. Sometimes, a simple recommendation at the right time can be the spark that helps someone build a better morning habit. Good health isn't just about medicine or machines. It often starts with the small choices we make each day, like how we sit up, how we breathe, or how we take just a few minutes each morning to care for ourselves. And if today you started right there, then you're already on the right path.